Atlantic Canada. Introducing, first of all, to my left, weighing in at 261 pounds from Quebec City, Maniac Frenchy Martin. And his opponent, the pride of Toronto, Ontario, weighing in at 222 pounds, Ronnie Hutchinson.
Ronnie Hutchinson with his hands full against this man they call Maniac Frenchy Martin. And a little bit later on, we're going to go to the arenas and see Frenchy Martin's tag team partner. We'll get more about that a little bit later on. But this match is at hand. And here's Ronnie Hutchinson showing no respect for this man. The one time, I guess, he held just about every belt that there is available anywhere. Frenchy Martin, Madman Frenchy Martin. And he's here looking for Leo Burt's International Heavyweight Championship belt. And
the way Frenchy Martin sees this, Ronnie Hutchinson just one of the stepping stones along the trail. And oh, boy, Frenchy Martin. That's uncalled for, Bill, this early.
Yeah, Frenchy Martin's views are annihilate anything that gets in your way till you get to where you want to be, and where he wants to be is Leo Burt. He wants Leo Burt so bad he can taste it. And I'll tell you, I've tried to talk to Frenchy Martin. I've known him for about 15 years, and have seen him. Not that I admire him necessarily, but I do admire his ability. And here you see now exactly what this guy, Frenchy Martin, is all about. Body slamming. Ron Hutchinson onto the studio floor and showing no respect for this young man at all. Of course, Ronnie Hutchinson knew that he had to take advantage of the situation right from square one. And now into the studio wall, and that is all concrete, folks. Behind that drape is all concrete. And there goes Ronnie Hutchinson, head first into the concrete wall.
And I hope Ronnie Hutchinson's name is in the prayers of Atlantic Canadians, because...
And onto our studio monitor system. And I'll tell you, this maniac, Frenchy Martin, is come very close to wrecking a whole lot of very expensive electronic equipment you saw in the shot in the corner there a minute ago. Frenchy Martin now taking the coil for our cameras. Folks, we may lose a camera here. If we do, you can just see what Frenchy Martin is up to. Referee Ron Gauguin having great difficulty getting Frenchy Martin back into the ring.
I'm appalled. Well, this is disgusting. This is... Even from someone like Frenchy Martin, you really don't expect this, but I guess that's why he's been around for so long. He keeps surprising you.
Well, I've warned you, fans, if we lose a camera, it's because we just lost the cable. That's a camera cable that he's using around the throat of Ronnie Hutchinson, and this young man is...
it would be truly miraculous if Ronnie Hutchinson could come back from the beating he has received here at the hands of Maniac Frenchy Martin.
Just chopped to the canvas by that big right hand of Maniac Frenchy Martin, and I guess it's no wonder that the Maniac...
Certainly applicable in this game.
The most feared wrestler in probably North America, at least today. And I'll tell you, there's an awful lot of people who don't want to see this man come to their wrestling circuit. And I can think of some awfully famous names around the world who are so-called heroes of professional wrestling today. You mention the name Frenchy Martin around them, or Maniac Frenchy Martin, whichever you call them, and they don't want to have anything to do with them. And I guess you can see why. I can remember another one that went in that same vein was Joe LeDuc. Another one that was...
Once again, Martin looking to draw blood. I don't think he's going to be happy here, Bill, unless he draws blood. And yes, Ronnie Hutchinson is bleeding in the facial area. Martin biting and gouging his opponent. Now he's stomping as Hutchinson tries to work his way back onto the canvas.
Referee Ron Gauguin has just been totally unsuccessful in doing anything with Frenchy Martin. Martin going for a pin now. 1, 2. And no, he lifts his head up at the count of 2. I don't believe this. This is really sad.
We've seen him do it before. It shouldn't come as any surprise.
This is a sad statement on professional wrestling when someone like that can get into a circuit and, well, he has his opponent beaten. and yet showing no respect for the professionalism of young Ronnie Hutchinson. He's certainly being taught a lesson here. The lesson, of course, I guess, is that you don't get in there with a guy like this. 1, 2, 3, that's it. It's all over. And I guess it's a relief that it's all over for young Ron Hutchinson, because maniac Frenchy Martin, well, what can you say? Look, he still continues to punish his opponent after the match is over.
Someone's going to step in here and do something.
Yeah, I'm not sure who can, but we'll be back in just a few moments with more Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling